Alhamdulillahi wa kafa wa salamun ala ibadihi alladhina istafa. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم من همزه ونفخه ونفثه. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين. And who is better in speech than one who invites to Allah and acts righteously and says, I am a Muslim. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. Actually, when we ponder upon our purpose of life and think about our purpose of life, that is only to make ibadah of Allah Almighty. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. And what the ibadah is not to observe some rituals, specifically with the times and dates. If we have offered prayers and observed the fasting and like that, this is not only ibadah. This is from ibadah, but this is not only ibadah. Ibadah means to be a slave of Allah 24/7 and throughout the life. Ibadah is from abd, and abd is a slave. And slave is a person who has no choice of living and no choice of his life other than the happiness and pleasing of his Lord. So we, not only the Muslims, we all the human beings, all the mankind in this world, these are actually slaves of Allah. So if we live our lives like a slave, not as we wish, but we live life as Allah wishes, and what the Holy Prophet ﷺ has guided us, that is the purpose of life, and that would mean that we are going to make ibadah of Allah Almighty. So in this ibadah, a very important component is dawah. وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ. The best speech ever of a Muslim is one who invites towards Allah. He invites to Allah. And if we actually once again ponder upon our lives and our system of life and nature of life, each and every human being, I'm not talking about Muslims, I am talking about human being. Each and every human being is da'i by default. Each and every human being is da'i by default. How? He always would be inspiring from anything, or he would be inspiring to others, inspired by others or inspired to others this is a common practice and this is an ongoing process. Anybody, if he is a human being, he would be impressing others or be impressed by others. It means that he is giving dawah to others or having dawah from others. So each and every person is a da'i, and if he is not a da'i, he will be impressed by dawah of the others. So we are impressing others or we are being impressed by others. This is a common process of life. Each and every human being is going through this process. Either he is a da'i or he is a mad'u, impressing or being impressed. So we must find our situation, our position where we are. We are impressing others or being impressed by others. If we are not active da'i, so we must be impressed by others and we will be affected by dawah of any other body and of any other people if we are not active da'i. So one must be da'i, an active da'i in his life. So if he is not da'i, he is mad'u, he is being impressed by others. So as far as the Muslims are concerned, if we are not giving dawah with our actions and with our speeches, so it means that we are being impressed by others. We always try to blame others that they are impressing our children, they are impressing our societies, they are damaging our societies. Actually, we are not active da'i, that's why we are being impressed by others. The problem is not in them. Problem is here. We are not active da'i of our dawah. So, وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَى إِلَى اللَّهِ. If somebody speaks like that he is inviting towards Allah, that is not only the matter of speech. He can be a da'i with his character. He can be da'i by his actions. He can be da'i by his behavior. He can be a da'i by his face gestures even. So all the behavior is a dawah. Look at the life of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, even before the revelation, before his nubuwwah. When he went as a trader to the market of Sham, to market of Syria, he went there and he became popular overnight in whole the market. And at that time, he was not a messenger. The revelation was not there. And he was not a Nabi, not a Rasul. But he became popular overnight. What was happened? Only one thing was happened. There rain comes at the night and some of his goods were wet with the rain and some was dry, and he separated his goods. This is dry and this is wet. And he, whenever a customer comes, he says, this is the different rate of dry and this different rate of wet. And this was not and never the practice of that market. And this only action made the Holy Prophet ﷺ popular in all the market. So dawah is not delivering speech. Dawah is to behave righteously. Dawah is to show your character. Dawah is to make your actions righteously. This is actually dawah. So each and every one point which I have so far described, that each and every person is da'i, and if he is not a da'i, he is a mad'u, and he would be be impressed by others. So if you want to stick to your own deen and your own traditions, you must have to be an active da'i. That's the only way to stick to your own position in your ideas and in your character and in your set of and design of religious rituals. So the second point, that is one there, if one each and every body is da'i or mad'u, and if we consider a man, he is a da'i. So da'i towards what? He is preaching and inviting towards what? Each and everybody and each and every man, he is inviting others and impressing others towards what? Towards Allah. There are only two entities, towards Allah or towards ila ghairillah. Towards Allah or ghairillah. There are only two things. If somebody is inviting others and impressing others and inspiring others towards Allah, that would mean his life is for the sake of Allah. And if he is not inviting towards Allah, if somebody is there sitting, standing, doing his work, sitting in his office, sitting in his own home, and if there is no inspiration from him to others towards Allah, it means that he is not da'i ilallah. Then whosoever is not da'i ilallah, he must be da'i ila ghairillah. Understand? If the people are not coming towards Allah by looking at and by seeing us and looking at our behaviors and our character and our living, our standing and our daily routine life, if somebody sees and observes all these, but he never inclined towards Allah by our character and not inspired or impressed, it means that we are not da'i ilallah. And if we are not da'i ilallah, we are da'i ila ghairillah. Due to the reason that each and everybody is da'i. Each and everybody is inspiring others in every position. If I am a teacher, the students inspired by me. And if I am a shopkeeper even, the customers come and inspired by me, by my behavior. And all the things like that. So if I want to be da'i ilallah, I must stick to on my traditions and on the revelation of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I must stick to Quran and Sunnah as far as my speech is concerned and as far as my character is concerned. So, وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ. The best in speech is the person who invites to Allah. So if we are inviting to Allah, if we are living, somebody told me a story that there was a student came over here from Pakistan in UK, and he just got a room rented by within a house, and he used to pray overnight tahajjud prayer, and in tahajjud prayer he used to cry before his Allah. And as you know, here are small homes, and others listen to and others hear to if you do anything at night especially. So the landlord, they just heard that he's crying, and they came over to him and asked, why you are crying? And why do you cry every night? What's your problem? He said, I have no problem with you. Is there any problem in this room? No problem. Is there any problem in this house? No problem. Then what's your problem? Do you want anything? No. Why do you cry? When he just explained why I cry before my Allah, the whole family became Muslims and they converts to Islam. So this is the being da'i by your character, by your each and every action. If you are not da'i, you are mad'u, you are being impressed by others. So all the Muslim communities are being damaged by this phenomena that we are not active da'i towards ilallah. If we are da'i towards ilallah, then there is nobody to damage our societies and communities. So we are mad'u, we are being impressed. We are being impressed, our children are being impressed, we are being impressed, and we, the elders, are also being impressed by others, because we are not considering ourselves that this is our responsibility to be an active da'i. So what's the next? Da'i ilallah. I said da'i ilallah. And whosoever is not da'i ilallah, he is da'i ila ghayrillah. He is da'i ila ghayrillah. That's what mentioned in the Quran. The Holy Quran says, وَادْعُ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ وَلَا تَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ. Always call upon towards your Lord. وَادْعُ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ. Always invite towards and give dawah towards your Lord. وَلَا تَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ. If your dawah is not towards your Lord, you will become among mushrikeen, among pagans. So it is a clear evidence from the Holy Quran that if you are not da'i ilallah, there must be, and this is a compulsory phenomena, that you are da'i ila ghayrillah. So now you can judge you can assess yourself and your life till now and so far, what you have done in your life. Are you a da'i ilallah or da'i ila ghayrillah? Are you satisfied with this, that you are not da'i? Da'i is not giving and delivering speeches. That they are not only da'is, each and everybody is da'i. So you are da'i, and where to you are going to give your dawah, towards Allah or towards ghairillah, you can analyze your lives. So the Holy Prophet ﷺ says, لَتَأْمُرُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَلَتَنْهَمُنَّ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ. Allahu Akbar. You must enjoin, you must tell others what the right is, and you must forbid others what's wrong. لَتَأْمُرُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَلَتَنْهَمُنَّ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ. This is not an optional subject. We have actually considered this is something which is responsibility of the ulamas, of the scholars, and of the speakers. This is not the responsibility of the only responsibility of the speakers. This is the responsibility of each and every Muslim. Allahu Akbar. And if he is doing, وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا, acts righteously and does dawah, both the things are going on, then he has the right to proclaim that he is a Muslim. I am a Muslim. وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. Then he is a Muslim. Then he is the right to proclaim that he is a Muslim. Otherwise he has no right to say he is a Muslim if these two things are not going on. So the Holy Prophet ﷺ says, لَتَأْمُرُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَلَتَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ. This is not an optional subject. Allahu Akbar. You must enjoin, you must tell others what the right is. I know Asr time is there. Actually, I am told that Asr will at 5:40 today. Okay? I'm just completing and finishing. Latamar, this is the last hadith. Please listen to with care, and I'm just completing. لَتَأْمُرُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَلَتَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ. You must tell others what the right is and forbid others from the wrong. أَوْ لَيُوشِكَنَّ اللَّهُ عِقَابًا مِّنْهُ. Otherwise, Allah will send down a torment from Him, a punishment from Him. Allahu Akbar. If you don't do this, Allah will send you a torment from Him, a punishment from Him. What punishment would be there? What the situation of punishment there? ثُمَّ تَدْعُونَهُ فَلَا يُسْتَجَابُ لَكُمْ. Punishment in a way that you would call upon Allah, you would supplicate Allah, you will pray from Allah, but your prayers, your supplications, and your calls will not be accepted. This is the torment. And we the people, we the Muslim, we always try to blame others and sometimes, astaghfirullah, blame Allah that our supplications are not being listened to and our prayers are not being listened to and not being accepted. So this could be the torment and the punishment by Allah due to our characters, that we are not da'i. In the first point, we are mad'u, and if we are da'i, we are not da'i ilallah, we are da'i ila ghairillah, then there would be a punishment. And this is the history, this is the philosophy of the history of the Quran, that this situation of the Muslims, which is at the time prevailing situation at the moment in all the countries of this globe, this cannot prolong so many years. Either of the two results must be there. They will be destroyed, or they will return back. And if they want to return back, they try to make reforms. They try to make reforms. So Allah Almighty says, otherwise they will be destroyed. Allah Almighty says, وَمَا كَانَ رَبُّكَ لِيُهْلِكَ الْقُرَى بِظُلْمٍ وَأَهْلُهَا مُصْلِحُونَ. If the people of the cities, they are doing reforms for their own self and reforms for others, and if they are going back and making reforms, then Allah will not destroy unjustly to any city, to any of the habitancies of the Muslims, if they are trying to reform themselves. So we at the moment, I would like to request you people that where we are and whosoever we are, we promise to Allah at the moment that we will try to reform ourselves and all who are around us. And when we will try to reform, inshallah, Allah will be pleased by us, and the things will be corrected over here and for the hereafter. May Allah Almighty give us tawfiq to understand all the teachings of Islam and act upon this. And I would like to thank in the end the administration of this center, President Abdul Qayyum and Brother Ali Hassan and all the administration, and also I would like to thank Markazi Jamiat Ahl Hadith who invited me over here, and I got the honor to speak to you. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillah.